I'm Ben from NVIDIA and welcome to EuroGamer 2011. I'm here with Sebastian, who's head of community at Trion Worlds. You've got Rift here, it's looking fantastic. The game launched quite recently. You've had 6 months now to really get this community up and running. I've heard some great things, but maybe talk a bit about why the community is important and what you really see of the game world right now.
Well, the community obviously is integral to the game, and especially so Rift. We have a slightly different approach than many developers out there that I think sets us apart. We are always out there getting feedback, passing it on to the development team that's located in California, and we're doing this to such an extent that in every patch we churn out, which is we have massive content updates on a pretty much monthly basis, and in every patch there is a lot of things that the community has asked for. So we're really doing we're doing a lot to keep this communication living between the dev and the player. And of course we've grown a lot since launch. We still have a very active player base. We're seeing a different player base than we used to do because right now people are getting more accustomed to the game, and we have a lot of very helpful individuals out there that take care of newcomers. It's very nice to see.
And would you say that the game is quite friendly to newcomers in that case? If you are looking for a new MMORPG to start, would Rift be an ideal one really to get into?
I think it would be ideal. If you're new to the genre, it would be perfect because it's easy, it's very easy to understand and straightforward. And if you played other MMOs before but not Rift, maybe you played around with the idea, it's a great MMO to move to because we didn't reinvent the wheel in some of the places, so if you're used to steering in a certain kind of way, that's what you can expect here too.
Okay. And what would you say is someone getting started? Do you have any advice on which character or which classes to pick or anything like that?
That's a very subjective question.
So maybe what's your personal favorites?
Well, I've always liked Mage, so I play Mage, and there are a couple of, our class system is different from many games. We have what we call souls, a soul system, and so it allows you to pick and mix and match a bit. I do like to put in one of the souls called the Chloromancer in different combinations. It allows me to do damage and it allows me to heal. I'm not a native healer. A lot of people are. I'm not. So I like to be able to dish out some damage at the same time.
Okay. And the game graphically looks amazing. So obviously, it's quite well known that in many MMORPGs, for example, graphics do take a slight hit because of the nature of the game. But we have it running here on a variety of PCs, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. What would you say the development team have really done to get the best from the latest hardware out now?
It's been a long process. They've worked a long time to perfect the engine they've been using, and if you play the game, you'll realize that there are so many options you can scale up and down in terms of what to show, what to not show, resolution of textures and everything. So, you can go anywhere from having a good-looking, albeit maybe a bit modest-looking game at super low details to a smash it game that competes with current generation console games if you crank it up. And it's still going to run on a lot of machines. And I think it's just a matter of being there with the latest technology and investing a lot of time to make sure everything works. And that's what we've done.
Okay, thank you, Sebastian. And please stay tuned to GeForce UK for some more at the EuroGamer Expo 2011.